What's up, guys? It's Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be breaking down how wide receivers can get better hand fighting off the line of scrimmage, okay? So now, this is one of the common questions that we get asked, so if you guys have any kind of video feedback or any questions that you guys would like to have answered in a video, don't hesitate to leave that in the comment section below. We always appreciate the feedback, and it's always great hearing from you guys. Now, anytime that a DB wants to get physical and wants to get hands on me, right? I'm not talking about the DBs who stand right up at the line of scrimmage and lunge at you and try to take your head off, because that's not the most realistic type of coverage, and that is not the coverage that you are going to see in a real live game situation. I'm talking about DBs who are patient like so and wait for a wide receiver to come at them, then they shoot their hands and they try to get physical with good technique and they try to stay square. So it's watch the thing full speed. Now, this wide receiver does a great job of keeping a good pad level, being on the attack off the line of scrimmage, and being aggressive with his hand technique. So it's watch at full speed. So he's able to get this DB all the way off the platform simply because of his hand fighting technique. So now let's talk about why. So he doesn't even swat him on the elbow, on the wrist, on the hand. He swats him like on the side of his chest, but because he is so aggressive with this swat and because he is in such an explosive pad level position, no matter where we swat this DB, we are going to get him off. Now, I'm not saying, oh, you could just swat him anywhere and it's going to work, but you want to be in this position when you come off the line. This is a position that if this DB does get hands on you, he's not going to lunge you off. So that is or knock you off this route. So that is number one. You have to make sure that we come off in a good explosive pad level position. Now, so many coaches, like anytime that a wide receiver gets jammed, what they'll teach is, oh man, you just got to work your hands, just work your hand technique, swat them off. But that doesn't mean that you just stop your feet. What so many wide receivers will do is they'll be in this situation, they'll have this DB right here, and they're making all these lateral movements. They're just going side to side, just doing a foot fire. They're not attacking the DB. They're not stepping outside the DB's frame or stepping inside to move him off the platform. We have to be on the attack to move the DB out, and then that's when I want to operate with my hands. Because if I can't move him off the platform and I just try to swat his hands and I get in a hand battle right here, it's not going to work. So this wide receiver does a great job coming off the line explosive, actually stepping outside the DB's frame because that can move him off the platform. This step right here, look at his body. This looks like he is trying to just run outside right now. So that is what's going to make this DB commit because he is looking at his pad level. He is trying to read his hips. His eyes should not be high on the other receiver's like head movement, right? So this is the position that moves the DB. And when I can move the DB and I can get him off balance and I'm aggressive with my hands and I am swatting him off, that is what gets me some separation. So when that DB wants to throw hands, we just have to make sure I get in a good pad level position. I am on the attack and I'm swatting at the points of control. So that is either swatting at the back of his shoulder, back of his elbow, or back of his wrist. In this case, he kind of misses with the swat, but again, this is a perfect example of the pad level that you want to keep and the explosion that you want to have. So what are some things that you guys can do to help you attack those points of control and not miss on the hand technique swat, right? So what are some things that you should be thinking about? But before we get into that, fellas, I want to talk to you about something that's going to be really great for you wide receivers to improve your overall route running, press releases, hands, and skills this offseason. Check out that very first link in the description below for our 4-week wide receiver on-field workout schedule 2.0. So a lot of you, if you guys have been keeping up with these videos, keeping up with the techniques that we have been putting out, you're probably a little bit more on the advanced side, right? So you're going to need more advanced drills. I don't say a beginner should come out and be doing advanced drills, but if you feel like you're looking for that next step up, you're looking for like those next drills that are going to take your skills to that next level, check out that very first link in the description below for this specific program. It's a 4-week-long program. All the drills are mapped out, an hour-long video explaining each drill, and we give sets and repetitions that you guys should be doing on a daily basis to help those skills improve. So check out that very first link in the description below, fellas, if you'd like access to that. Now, let's get back to this video. So what are some things you can think about here, right? So like I said, you want to hit the points of control, either wrist, elbow, or back of the shoulder. And something that's going to help you guys not miss when you guys swat is keeping a firm hand. So you can't really see it, I guess, with this receiver, but you see when he swats, it's like he's getting his whole palm on the DB. It is not like you're just trying to swat the hands. It's not like you're just swatting and your wrist is almost like limp. You want to be solid and you want to strike the wide receiver with that gap. Like, so like if he has his hands here, like with that gap between your thumb and your index finger, like that little gap right there, that's where you want to swat because that's a powerful position. But when you're just trying to swat with your palms and just trying to have that limp hand and just constantly hand fight with this guy, it's not going to do anything. It has to be a solid solid strike of the hands. And if you have that solid position between your thumb and between your index, where you hit that DB, that is going to make his hand move. And again, we have to tie everything together. Have to be in a good pad level, and I have to be on the offensive, attacking this guy to get him to move off the platform. Let's watch the thing again, full speed one more time. This is perfect hand technique off the line. Perfect job attacking the DB, being in a good explosive position, and then being able to break this thing right off. Great route there by Moore. All right, fellas, I really want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys have any questions at all, don't hesitate to leave that in the comment section below. We always appreciate the feedback, and it's obviously always awesome to hear from you guys as usual. And again, fellas, if you would like a 4-week-long schedule, all the advanced wide receiver on-field drills you need to be doing, check out that very first link in the description below. I'll see you guys next time.